if you read the title, you know what we're doing here today. A color palette design character challenge. A color palette character design challenge. That's what we're doing. We're already great. Oh my gosh, we're already great. I can't speak. We're already off to a great start is what I'm trying to say, but I cannot speak. Anyway, I first saw this on Rainy Leaves' YouTube channel. I highly recommend you go check out her art. She's got great characters, amazing art, so yeah, definitely go. And after that great intro, let's get started. First thing you want, a color palette generator and great spelling. So I found this one and then got those colors, threw it into Procreate, and started brainstorming some stuff I just thought of with this. Then I started designing an actual character using all of those words, descriptions, attributes as inspiration, and then just really trying to nail down that character design. So I had a bit of trouble getting this pose, but I think it came out how I wanted it to. Really just like confident, dangerous, edgy, energetic, lots of angular shapes. That's what I was going for. I think that's what I achieved, and then ended up mapping out the colors, just trying out different placements, how each could go on the outfit and look nice. The green and red are really great accent colors, and so I really wanted those to pop and use those well. Here I'm kind of being a bit more detailed, where I want the colors, rendering a little bit, just playing around, and really trying to make sure that this character looks the way I want him to. So the hair gave me a lot of trouble actually. I really liked the way the little thumbnail sketch turned out, and like I really wanted to replicate the silhouette of that and just like absolutely struggled with it. So I tried like the other color too and just did not get it right. So I just redrew him and rendered him out a bit more, and just more exploration of how I wanted to look and making sure I got all his facial features right. So, and then just again exploring the color a bit and mapping that all out and just making it a bit more finished and refined for his design later when I move into the illustration. So now I brought that sketch into a different illustration, and after pulling it into it and sketching it out, working with it a little bit, I completely erased it. I got rid of it. We don't need that anymore. So then I started sketching him again, just making sure that I'm really getting this character right. Like, I have the image in my mind, I just need to translate it onto paper, and by paper I mean a screen, because this is digital art. So then, like, I had an idea for a pose and it just wasn't really working out, and then I started overthinking everything and ended up deciding on this, and just was remind myself, like, this is supposed to be fun, like, you're not supposed to be overthinking everything, just have fun. So that's what I did. So I ended up doing the line art for this character, and I started out with a softer line art, and that was great, except that I ended up going back and doing more kind of comic book, I guess, style. It's a bit more not like smooth, I guess. I don't know the word I want. It's not as soft. It's a bit harder and more defined, but I kind of wanted to play with that like really comic book, and I thought it fit the character well. So I really also want to practice my like line quality and getting like thick and thin and different line weights, and where does that all come together, and when do I just use like completely black and whatnot. So I had fun experimenting with this one. I don't feel like I fully achieved the effects that I wanted, but there's definitely some areas where I'm like, yeah, okay, that's closer to where I want to be. So yeah, and I think challenges like these, switching gears a little bit, can really help you if you're a little bit art blocked, because there's a lot of freedom, but there's enough direction, if that makes sense. I also really enjoyed trying to do a challenge that I've seen someone else do and learn from their process, but then also explore mine a little bit. And so I think that was really beneficial and helpful and fun. So yeah, challenges, I think art challenges in general have always been a opportunity for me to explore and again have direction, but also have freedom. And I think that's really helpful to have, because being completely without direction just makes you feel lost, but then being so confined makes you feel trapped. So that balance is hard to achieve, but really good when you get it. I also have no idea, like, I've recorded this voice over a few times, and editing this video took forever because the storage and length of the videos was not very friendly with my computer, but I was just thinking, like, I don't know what I should be talking about, because I can only talk about a character for so long, and like I tried doing the voiceover at the same time when I was recording it, and it was not going well. So if you guys want to let me know in the comments if you've made it this far, thank you. And also let me know, like, what do you guys like people talking about? Like, I could also only talk for the first half of the video and then let it just be music for the next half if you prefer like more relaxing in the background type videos. But if you also just like someone talking, like, I can talk, I can do that kind of. In the beginning, obviously I struggled, but I don't know, I think there's opportunities just to talk about my experience and thoughts on art things, just to get some like help me process, but maybe help you process too, I don't know. Or also I could try voice over during the same time, because it takes a lot of practice actually to do that, or maybe I'm just like not smart, I don't know. Anyway, moving on, we got done, and by we I mean me, got done with the line art mostly here. I just had like a specific vision for how I want his eyes to look, and I just like was not achieving that. So then I moved on to coloring, which is one of my favorite parts of the art, and I had thought I had like screen recorded, but then after getting done with all the rendering, I went back and looked and it was not recording. So that section of the video will just be the iPad Procreate's app recording it. So I surprisingly struggled a lot with the hair. Like, I had this vision where I could just use a lot of color in the green, like I could add purple and blue and have all of these accent colors, but it just was not working, and it was not fun because I had to keep redoing the hair. So I also think the way I did the line art did not help me, because generally if you have like a really clear direction with the hair, it's easy to render because you can see like, okay, here's the highlights, here's the shadows, and this one, like, I want it to be spiky, and the way I did it, it just, I don't know, something someone else can probably tell me what's wrong with it. I was struggling and just knew that something was wrong. So I've just been yapping. I don't know what to talk about, y'all. This is hard. So after that crisis, I kind of had a different idea of what this video was going to be and how I would edit it and lay it out, and it has not been that way at all. I think this guy is fun. He's a fun character. Not something I would probably have come up with unless I had done this challenge, and I would love to try it again and maybe have a more streamlined editing process, because this one was very chaotic. Again, hopefully you found it enjoyable, and thank you for watching. I hope to, well, I won't be seeing you, but I hope you'll see me again. Bye.